So hi, thank you for being here. So in fact, there has been already some input on influencer marketing yesterday. I will also talk about it, but not only on influencer marketing. I will also see to it that you know what's the importance of authenticity in content marketing and what we as agencies can do with it. So in fact, our job is advertising, right? And that's not an easy job today because everyone, in fact, is fed up with all commercials. We have banner blindness. TV channels, YouTube had to install unskippable ads because otherwise everyone skips them, everyone clicks away, and yet there's content out there where people are actively searching for, and that is influencer marketing. People they want to choose to whom and what they listen to, and that's where it all comes in. So to me, if you look at the classics of influencer marketing, I see three basic things. So for me, it's really something, I know that some of you just think it's just small movies, but to me, it's really the new soaps of today. We are actively promoting, embedding products in these videos. So the basics to me, the basic advantages of influencer marketing, I see three. First of all, there is a precise targeting, then there's the brand awareness that we promote, of course, and then we come to the transactional, which is also growing. The importance of transactional is also growing in influencer marketing. So the targeting, if we, as an agency, we promote or we make a strategy for our customers, we put a lot of effort in precisely describing the target group. We take the personas and so on. It's not so easy to be sure that you target the right audience. If you look at the new tendencies in television, for instance, personalized TV is the new trend. Why? Because you get this click with the audience, you come closer to your audience, and this is exactly what influencer marketing also does. In fact, if you look and you find the right influencers, you can skip this step because you will immediately have the right target group. So this is a clear advantage. Then there is the advanced brand awareness. So there again, it's all about connecting with the brand, connecting with the people that are promoting this brand. I explicitly choose this Mercedes picture because most of you can think, I recall yesterday, then someone asked, how many of you have an account on TikTok? There were very few. Most of you will think TikTok, oh, that's for our children. Well, I can assure you that's what we also thought 5 years ago about Facebook, right? And look where it is today. My children, they're early 20s, they don't want to be on Facebook anymore because their grandmother likes each and every one of their videos, and they think it's really annoying, right? So TikTok is there to stay and is the new Facebook, so to say. So it will be there tomorrow. And Mercedes got that. They invested half of their budget in most European countries this year on TikTok and influencer marketing. Half of their budget. Okay, if you look here in Spain, they had 180 million views on their videos, so it's huge. They took this step and they did have success with it. Because the people that they are reaching out to share a common interest, and that's where it's all about. So if you want to enhance your brand awareness, you have to make sure that the people that promote it are linked, are having the same preferences as you do. And then the transactional part, it's long gone that are just some videos that there are posted. As I just said, it is really, they embed products and there's really a clear goal to convince and convert. Today, more and more, it's also a fact that we have more regulation around it. That's clearly with the goal that we ban, in fact, all the malafide influencers out there. So it's really important that you see this as an advertising medium, and the goal is really to convince, to convert also, you know, after post-pandemic rush towards e-commerce is also helpful here, because of course you can immediately click and buy the product. So convince and convert is the third clear advantage for me for influencer marketing. And you could stop there. You could say, okay, I hire some influencers, that's where it stops. They share the content on their media, and this is it. But this is not where we stop. Because we as Nonon, what we do is we really we see the importance of content. And if you see that today, and this is this year, so 2022, 76% of this is a Belgian study, but I'm sure it's like this all over Europe. They say they will need more content this year than every year before. This is a lot of content they have to create, which is not so easy, and they have to compete for the attention to drive to this content, right? So every one of your customers or your customers will be in need of content. When we make strategies for e-commerce, for instance, we say we need like 12 blogs a week on a product line. On a product, sometimes more than one video a day is posted. It's huge. If you have to make all this, it's very, very expensive, and it takes a lot of energy. So what we want to do is we use influencers as content creators. The content they make is very authentic. It's not expensive, not as expensive as if you would make the videos yourself. And today, as you all do, you want to buy a product, you search for it online. 4 out of 5 millennials prefer video to engage before, to see before they engage with a product. So video is very important, and so you can clearly use these videos from the influencers to drive your content creation. Of course, you have to search for the correct influencers, those with a good balance between true content and promoting products. It's not they can't just take any product and promote it. There has to be some authenticity. They have to be loyal to the product. Margit yesterday told me about a famous case apparently in Germany where some influencer was he was disguised, so to say. So he promoted some products where he didn't really follow up on it, or it wasn't really in his line of interest. So that's of course not done. And as I say, there's some regulation on it now, so that's will be easier. But so you have to choose the right influencers. And today we also see a trend towards more micro-influencers. We saw yesterday Kim Kardashian as an example. This is less authentic, of course. So of course she'll sell some makeup, but I don't think anyone will still believe that the lips are just because of some makeup. So the authenticity again is very important, and you find that more with micro-influencers than you have with mass appealing celebrities. And as I already said, in fact, the regulation, you can see it as some annoying thing. I see it as an advantage, but because it means that it will be more regulated, and it will be, in fact, a blessing for this marketing trend. So, in fact, what we do with Nonon, we turn content creation into a lead generating strategy. That's what we've done for 5 years, as you said, indeed. And we will use content creation in that strategy. So in fact, how do we do it? We have 4 steps which we will develop with our customers. So first of all, we think about the message because, of course, especially micro influencers, it could go a bit in all directions. So we guide them, we give them some material, a challenge or something to think about, so you know which direction they will take. And then we select the influencers. Selecting the influencers is not just about the bio of the influencer itself. It's about their followers. I will give you an example. If we want to promote beer, it's not enough that the influencer likes beer. We will select the one that of which the followers like beer. That's what's important, okay? So if you have a good tool for influencer selection, you can not only look into the bio of the influencer, but you have access to the preferences of their audience. And that's where the key to a good selection will be. Then we do the content creation process. So there's some up and forth going. You already today, influencers are not just people posting things. They can be guided. We ask upfront to send us their stories, their infos, and then it can be redone if necessary, or we can change the movie if it has to be more professional. So there's a true creation content. Then it goes out there to the followers of the influencer, and at the end, we then put it on social media, okay? So we use the content to put it out there, also on their website. We also include it as a blog, and it drives, in fact, traffic to their websites. This is an example, a very recent example we did in Belgium. It's for a big shopping mall in Brussels. And they were very, very happy with this initiative. It only costed them 2K, so it's really not expensive. And it's a part, of course, of a bigger campaign. But we set a challenge out there. Influencers took it, and as you can see, the organic results were quite impressive. And then we are resharing the content as we speak. Yeah? So it's really something new. Customers, I think it was a figure yesterday in the influencer presentation as well. Marketing managers don't immediately think about influencer marketing today, but if as an agency you put it on the table, they will see to it, and because you can really prove the ROI today, it will be part of their business, of their marketing plan. So we had indeed very good results with this, and we will continue to really include influencer marketing in our strategies. It means that we will take the basics. We will say to a customer, you need this website, this is your basic, and then you need the traffic around it. You need the SEA, you need the socials, and you will need influencer to drive this content. It will be inherent in our strategy as of now. So this is really where we are going to, and that's what I wanted to share with you. So I have just this last slide because, in fact, we've already seen this on social media. It's all about real people, real authentic content, and this is what's so important in influencer marketing, and that's what it can bring to us and to you, of course. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Hilde. Any questions? Yeah.
What is the typical customer profile of your customers? I mean, are we talking about e-commerce? Are we talking about big brands? How relevant it is to the average SMB?
Well, it could be more relevant to the average SMB. Unfortunately, that's not our typical customer. So we also push it to even in B2B. We, for instance, did a campaign for FCR Media, but we also are pushing it now for like a big Daco. It's big like bricolage. So it can be used anywhere because you have have this niche, you can drive it to. But typically, it's ideal, of course, for big brands, for everything that concerns fashion and so on. These are the typical things. So my daughter is also an influencer, and she works for Levi's, O'Neill, and so on. So these are the bigger fashion brands, but we're still working with Dexfield to have these in our portfolio.
Is there a kind of database to find influencers, and what kind of products are they good for?
Yes, there are different ones. We work with Woomio, which is an international database, in fact. And then you can put all the different criteria out there, and it will return, and then you can make a selection of the influencers you want. But there are different. In Belgium, the most used is Influo, but it's a bit tighter. We prefer a bit more criteria and more an international background. Yes.
I would like to know today your customers who are using these influencer marketing campaigns. Which are the performance indicators that they are looking at? Is it only about getting more followers to their social accounts, or are they looking also to drive visits to their website, to their stores, or yeah,
Yes.
what are they looking at in terms of impact?
Yes, I think that's where the added value of an agency also comes in. So typically, if you would go to Influo themselves, you only get reach. That's the only thing that sometimes they try to add other parameters, but in general it's reach. Where we come in is we put analytics behind it, right? So we will link it to the website, we will put analytics behind it, and even today, you can go as far as driving them to an e-commerce site. So then there's a clear return on investment. Also, it used to be the first influencers, they just got products, right? They just got some products when they posted a video. Then the payment came in, and now it's even sometimes on a commission base. So if they post a video and it links through to an e-commerce site, they get like a small percentage of everything that's sold. So it's really, as I say, it's moving into transactional, and it's really getting more and more measurable, and we clearly want to. So we take it in a whole. When we do we have a Google document with all the stats, and we include it really with the total traffic results.
Other questions?
Did you see an impact of the regulation on the authenticity? Because you now have to. Yeah, sorry. Did you see an impact of the regulation on the authenticity? Because you mentioned authenticity is very important, but now they have to indicate that they are sponsored?
Yes. Not so far. But we do, if you follow it a bit, you do see that young people, they do know, if they see ads, they clearly know this is an ad. For them, it's okay. If it's the influencers that they follow, apparently they don't really mind, and they are very conscious of the fact that they are looking at an ad anyway, yes. So you have an advertisement, sponsored ad, or normal content, yes.
Any other point? Well, if not, thank you very much, Hilde. I think it's been really insightful.
Thank you.
And well, thanks for your question, Bart, because you've given me the perfect introduction for the next discussion. We're going to talk about. So thank you, Hilde. Thank you so much.